Hi students. Okay, so for Bible today, the only thing I want you to do is I want you to review your Bible verse. I want you to say it at least 5 times in a row. You can add motions to it. You can do it while you're jumping up and down. You can go tell 5 people in your family, but I want you to say your verse 5 times. And I want you to think about the stories that we've talked about this week. All right, and I want you to think about your favorite part of those stories, okay? Hi friends, it is week 2 and we are on math for Wednesday, so day 3. So what we're going to look at today is a little bit harder skill, but I'm going to try to explain it the best way I can, and honestly it just takes practice. So I'll probably also include some other links from YouTube that you can go in and watch with helping you subtract. So today we are looking at subtracting across zeros. And we have zeros up here, okay? Now, I want you just to watch with me, and if you want to, you can press pause and you can write this with me, but maybe for the first one, you just watch it, and the second one, you can do it with me. So if we look, we have 7,000 minus 1,468. All right, so remember, when we subtract, start on the right side, do it right. We're going to always start on with our ones. So if I have 0 and I'm trying to take 8 away, that's not possible. There's more on the floor, so I have to go next door. So now I go to my tens. Do I have any that I can borrow in my tens place? Nope. So I have to go to the next neighbor, to the hundreds. Do the hundreds have any I can borrow? Nope, they don't have any either. So now I go to the next number, which is the thousands. I'm going to go to the first number that's not a 0, and it's my thousands. I'm going to borrow 1,000 from here. So instead of 7,000s now, this neighbor now has 6,000. Now, if we take 1,000 and we're going to break that down into hundreds, how many hundreds makes 1,000? Well, 10 hundreds make 1,000. So what this 0 now becomes is not 0 hundreds, because I'm adding 10 hundreds to it that I borrowed from here. So this 0 now becomes a 10. All right, now can I subtract here? Still have 0. So what he's going to do is he's going to share one of his hundreds with his neighbor. So now if he shares one of his hundreds with his neighbor, he now has 9 hundreds, and we know that there are 10 tens in 100. So he shared 100 with his neighbor, the tens, so now he doesn't have 0 tens, he has 10 tens, all right? Now, I go here to the original neighbor, the original place, the ones place, 0, he has 0. Can he borrow from his neighbor? Yes, because his neighbor doesn't have 0 anymore. His neighbor has 10. And if his neighbor has 10, I can borrow 1. So I'm going to borrow 1 from here, and that means he now has 9 tens, and now I borrowed a 10, so now I have 10 tens. So now I can subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. All right, and then I go to my tens place. 9 minus 6 equals 3. 9 minus 4 equals 5. And 6 minus 1 equals 5. So, and we drop our commas straight down. Okay? We're going to do another one, so just hang tight. The next problem is, and you can do this one with me, 9,000 minus 4,253. I'm going to use a different color just to kind of help us out a little bit. So we're going to start just how we always do. Start on the right side, do it right. So we start with our ones, okay? We have 3 and we have to take 0 away. Well, that's not possible. So I've got to go borrow from my neighbor. More on the floor, go next door. Well, if I go to this neighbor, doesn't have any. If I go to this neighbor, he doesn't have any. But if I go all the way to this neighbor, he's got lots of them. He's got 9. All right, 9,000. So I'm going to borrow 1,000 from him. And so now he doesn't have 9,000, he has 8,000. All right. Now we're going to trade one of our thousands for some hundreds. Okay. So it takes 10 hundreds to make 1,000. So we took 1,000 and we're trading them for hundreds. So we're going to trade this 0 for 10 hundreds because we borrowed 1,000 and 1,000 and 10 hundreds is the same thing. So this 0 is not 0 anymore. I don't have 0 hundreds. I now have 10 hundreds. All right. But if I go here, I still can't do anything. 0 minus 3, I can't do it. Borrow from this neighbor, can't do it. Well, let's get this neighbor some so we can borrow from him. So now there's 10 hundreds and 0, and he has 0 tens. I can't take 5 tens minus 0 tens. So I'm going to borrow. I'm going to borrow from this neighbor. So now he has 10 hundreds. Well, I'm going to borrow one. So now he has 9. And if I borrow 100, that's the same as 10 tens. So I'm going to borrow 10 tens. And so now I don't have 0 tens. I have 10 tens. All right. Now I'm going to the ones. Going back here to my original problem. 0 minus 3. I can't do it. So I'm going to go borrow from my neighbor. So if he has 10 tens, I'm going to borrow 1 10. And now he has 9, and I take that 10. So now instead of 0, I have 10. So now 10 minus 3. Can I do 10 minus 3? Yes. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 8 minus 4 is 4. So there's your answer. All right. I know it might be confusing, but we'll just keep practicing until we get it. All right, you're going to do some of these on your worksheet today. So I want you to try your best. I want you to think about trading ones for tens, tens for hundreds, hundreds for thousands, and that will help you understand it a little more. Okay? Do your best, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, it is week 2, phonics, day 3. Day 3, so that's Wednesday. So what is on your phonics paper today is really easy. It's just a review of abbreviations, and we know an abbreviation is a shortened form of the word. We also have to end it with a period. So I'm not going to really teach about that because you know what that is, but I do want you to turn to your phonics paper, and I want you to turn to page 271, and I want you to look at the dictation. We're going to practice that a little bit. I want you to do the dictation at the bottom. So press pause if you need to, find your paper and get it out, and we'll do the dictation. All right, so at the bottom, I'm going to call it out, and you're going to write the contraction. We're going to review. The first one is he is. What is the contraction for he is? Your next one is I am. I am. The next one is did not. Did not. What is the contraction for did not? Okay, what about has not? Has not. And the next one is it is. It is. And the last one is I will. I will. So let's look at these and let's check. He is, your contraction was he's. Did you get it right? Put a check. Your next one was I am. Your contraction is I'm. Your third one is did not. Your contraction is didn't. Didn't. Your next one is has not. Your contraction is hasn't. Your next one is it is, and your contraction is it's. And your last one was I will, which the contraction is I'll. Did you get them right? All right, now looking at your paper, I want you to go up to number 3. Look at number 3. You are going to look at those words. I'm going to read a sentence, and I want you to bubble in the word that best completes the sentence. Our new puppy dragged one of my blank under the bed and chewed it. Which word goes in there? Very good. Slippers. Look at the next one. Dad put his new blank on the desk in his office. What goes there? Which one of those words? Computer. Very good. In science, we learn that the sun is really a blank that shines on the earth. Which one goes there? Yes, star. Very good. And the last one, the first time I saw a blank in the mountains, I could not believe it was so big. What goes in that sentence? The first time I saw a blank in the mountains, I could not believe it was so big. What goes in there? Moose. Very, very good. All right. Finish up your page, the back, finish up the front, and then you're going to complete the back where you review A and Ann from yesterday. All right, your rules at the top if you need help. All right, see you tomorrow. Hi guys, it is Wednesday of week 2, and today you're actually going to start a new story, Betsy Ross, that's called Betsy Ross, and it is a biography. So a story that's written about a real person is called a biography when it gives facts and information about their life. And so you're going to go to the link in the email that's going to take you to a video about our story, Betsy Ross. You are going to watch the video for lesson 102. Lesson 102 for Wednesday.